Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mopar Elimination Drag Race. Various resellers and special guests across the country have sent me 16 entries. Now these have come from charity shops, boot sales, personal collections, or straight out the showroom, but the whole purpose over the next few videos is to find out who has sourced the quickest car. But this isn't any old drag race. 4 cars start at the top, and then the first cars to hit the gates flip their opponents. Then the surviving cars make their way down to the second set of gates, and the first car to hit that gate flips the next one. And then it's a straight drag finish to cross the line. But before we do any serious racing, let's let the safety cars go down, and I'll take you through how it's scored. If your car finishes above the first gate, you get 1 point. Above the second gate, 2 points. Above the finish line, 3 points. Every car that crosses the line will get 4 points, with the winner getting 5. If your car does not finish on the track, you get a big fat 0 points. Each heat is going to have 4 races. Let's look at the competitors in heat 1. And starting in lane 1, we've got James Collect's entry, the Jackhammer. This Hot Wheels car weighs in at 40 grams and has a venomized Iron Man livery. Basically it's gold. And in lane 2, we got the South Wales Resellers entry, the Turbo Flash. Don't let the size deceive you, it's only 28 grams, it's a matchbox and was made in 1982, and yeah, it's going to be a long day for it. And in lane 3 we got the Ford Cortina. This is the Global Thrifters entry and is an absolute tank at 52 grams. That's the heaviest entry of all the cars. What an absolute monster. And the final entry rounding off heat 1, in lane 4 is the Rogue Baboon driving the Subaru Works STI. It's a Hot Wheels car, 31 grams, B&M for £1.50 if you're interested. Heat 1, race 1, the cars are racked and ready to race. Hang on, we got a fire on the starting grid. Are we gonna stop it? No, we're still going. We're going ahead with the race. And it looks like Global Thrifters took the line. James Collects did cross in second. I can't see any other cars left on the track. Let's have a look at the replay. And it's the South Wales Reseller having mechanical issues at the start, but all the other 3 got off well. Global Thrifters ejecting the Impreza. James Collect seemed to just crash into the barrier under no pressure, allowing Global Thrifters to get past. But he did manage to pick himself up, find those lower gears, cross the line, which will give him a valuable 4 points. So let's have a look at what the scores are doing. Global Thrifters finishing the race in first on 5 points. James Collects finishing in second, 4 points. The other 2 on 0, but there's plenty of racing to be done. Now in the next race, all cars will move over a lane. So the South Wales Reseller will be starting in lane 1. Global Thrifters lane 2. The Subaru lane 3. James Collects lane 4. And wow, what a race. It looked like the Subaru crossed the line in first, closely followed by Global Thrifters. I can't see South Wales Reseller or James Collect left on the track. They must have been ejected. Let's have a closer look. Now all 4 cars started well. The Turbo Flash will be happy, but the outside lanes both got ejected. Bit of a wobble by the Impreza coming out of the second gate. The Global Thrifters tried to flip him, couldn't. And here's the results. The Rogue Baboon getting his first win, coming in and 5 points. That second place on Global Thrifters puts them leading the group at 9 points. James Collects with 4 points. South Wales Reseller still not to score yet. Right, let's get on with race 3. The cars are racked and they are ready to race. So lane 1 on the left, you got Global Thrifters on 9 points. You got the Impreza lane 2 with 5 and James Collects on 4. Oh, and it's the first real wreck of the Mopar Elimination Drag Race. It looked like it was James Collects and the Impreza clashed near the end. We'll have a closer look at that. Global Thrifters and South Wales Reseller got ejected on gate 1, so it was a straight drag for the Impreza and James Collects. Oh, it was the Impreza flipped James Collects on the second gate. He's ended up on his roof. Here's a closer look. In fact, did James actually cross the line here? We will slow this down a bit more. I don't think he did. I mean, the Impreza's ended up on his roof. James Collect has been squeezed out and off the track. There's the still. No, I don't think he did cross the line. We'll see what race direction says here. And they've given 3 points to the Rogue Baboon. That means no other car finished on the track. No car crossed the line. Rogue Baboon gets 3 points because he finished after gate 2. And what that does is it puts Global Thrifters on 9 points, Rogue Baboon in second with 8, and James Collects in third with 4 points. And with only 2 cars going through to the next round, this next race is crucial. Now James Collects lane 2 needs to win this. He needs 5 points. Rogue Baboon could do with a point. Oh! Rogue Baboon ejected on the first gate by James Collects. Global Thrifters stays on the track above the second gate. That'll give him a solid 2 points. But James Collects takes the race win, crosses the line. He'll take 5 points. A terrible start again for South Wales Reseller. Big wobble after the second gate for James Collects. Didn't matter. He got past the second gate, blocked Global Thrifters. What a finish. So here we go then. Global Thrifters finished the group on 11 points. James Collects progresses to the semi-finals with 9 points. You've got to feel sorry for the Rogue Baboon. What a fantastic race. 8 points, not enough. He finishes in third. Unfortunately for the South Wales Reseller, no points. And here are your first 2 semi-finalists, the Jackhammer and the Ford Cortina. Right, let's get on to Heat 2. And starting Heat 2 in lane 1, we got Ricky the Legend Lee driving the 2011 Camaro. This Hot Wheels car weighs 34 grams and with its tricked out custom livery, apparently the golden underside makes it go quicker. And starting in lane 2, we've got the Toy Flippers entry, the winning Formula. Yeah, I see what they've done. It's a Formula 1 car. And anyway, it's a Hot Wheels car weighing in at 29 grams, got plenty of wings on it. Might help if it gets ejected off the track. And starting in lane 3, we got Flamingo Twist, the Drift King, driving the Lancia Stratus. Usually accustomed to the rally races, this Hot Wheels car comes in at 32 grams. A treat to see it on the track. And rounding off Heat 2 in lane 4, we got Rummage Around driving the Jeep Wrangler. This is a matchbox car from 1998, weighing 32 grams. It's nice to see Kieran trading the tractor for the track. Heat 2, race 1, Ricky Lee on the left, Rummage Around on the right. The cars are racked and ready to race. And what a finish. It looks as if Ricky Lee and the Drift King hit gate 2 at the same time. But Ricky Lee flipped the switch, ejected the Stratus. He went flying somewhere. We couldn't see where he went. I'm interested to see where the Toy Flipper and Rummage Around went, because it looked like everyone got a pretty clean start. But I got a feeling that those two didn't make it past gate 1. And yeah, good start from all 4. 2 big barrel rolls from the Toy Flipper and the Wrangler. Ricky Lee rolling it on the line just to show the camera the gold bottom. We see you, Ricky. And there's the standings after race 1. Ricky taking an early 5-point lead. And the cars are racked and ready to race. We've got the winning Formula in lane 1, the Stratus lane 2, Rummage Around lane 3, and Ricky Lee lane 4. And it's the Wrangler who wins. Hang on, can you just cut the camera here? Can you cut the camera? Why not? There was a big collision at the end of the race. I think it was the Jeep that sent the Stratus into the crowd. We hope everyone's okay. But yeah, the Ricky Lee with a 180 there, but it was the Jeep who come across the line in first. Ricky Lee reversing it over to get the 4 points in second. Yeah, we do hope Pikachu is okay. That is Reseller Daz, is Pikachu. And here is the race standings after race 2. Ricky Lee, 9 points in total, leading the way. Rummage Around with 5 points thanks to that race win. The Drift King still on 0 with the Toy Flipper. They'll have to up their game if they want to have a chance of going through into the semis. Now we will just send the camera around to make sure everyone's okay. Yeah, they've just fainted. That's fine. Yeah, maybe just put some cones around Pikachu and yeah, let's get the ambulance down there. Race 3, the Stratus in lane 1 and the Toy Flipper in lane 4 need a win to really keep in with a chance here. And the Stratus has done it. Drift King crossed the line first, and I don't think any other car finished. Let's have a look at the replay here. Yeah, Rummage Around dispatched, Toy Flipper dispatched, Ricky Lee dispatched, leaving Stratus taking the race win, all 5 points. This final race is going to be hot. And here we have it, Ricky Lee leading the way on 9 points, the Drift King and Rummage around tied on 5 points each. The Toy Flipper could still progress if they win and no other car finishes, and we have seen this happen already in this heat. Now to progress into the semis, all Ricky Lee really needs to do is stay on the track, and he's in lane 2, Rummage around in lane 1 and the Drift King in lane 4. Whoever finishes highest up the track, they're going to go through. Whoa, it looks as if Ricky Lee was flipped on gate 2. He still crossed the line in first somehow. We will look at the replay to see how that happened, but every other racer is going to get 3 points. It's a tie. And Ricky Lee flips into the opposite lane, bounces back on the track, finishes in first. Then you got Rummage, the Toy Flipper and the Stratus all finishing, but none of them crossed the line. They've all got 3 points in that last race. It is going to be a race-off between Rummage Around and the Drift King to see who goes through to the semis with Ricky Lee. Hang on, have we actually planned any rules for a race-off? So we're going to do the best of 3. Rummage Around starting in lane 1 and the Stratus starting in lane 4. Rummage hitting gate 2 first, flipping off the Drift King, 1-0 Rummage. The cars are swapped lanes, race 2. And it's the Stratus this time. It's a role reversal, flipping Rummage off on gate 2. Whoever wins this progresses through to the semis. Rummage in lane 2, Stratus lane 3. And it is Rummage. Rummage stays on the track. He'll progress through to the semis. These two just cannot be separated. They hit the finish line at the same time and the Stratus just got bashed off. And they both hit gate 1 at the same time, both wobbled. Drift King really living up to his name by going on the outside of the track, but Rummage Around just forces him off right by the line. So it is Rummage 2, Drift King 1. It is Rummage who progresses. VAR. I got VAR. What? Race Direction wants us to have a look at something here. So as we've just seen, the Stratus comes careering down the track, hurtles into the gate. Rummage then collides into him, bashing the Stratus off the track. Did he cross the line? Did the Drift King cross the line? There's the still. It looks to me like he has. And there's the line. The video assistant referee has put the line on, and it looks as if the Drift King did cross the line. The Drift King won that third race, so the Drift King is going to progress through to the semis. What a finish to Heat 2. And here are your first semi-finalists. You got the Jackhammer, the Cortina, the Camaro and the Stratus. Join us in the next video where we find out who progresses from Heat 3 and Heat 4.